All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome back. So I have sent breakdowns through to the Discord. I hope everybody's had a look, and they pretty much stand this morning. The same trade ideas stand this morning. So I had bars planned above 166,300, and we've actually just closed above there. The 4-hour candle closed very nice and bullish here on GJ, looking really good. Gold, just in this area that I've marked up as a no trade range. Alright, this could act as an area of demand as we are still bullish higher time frame. But I could see potential further pullbacks. We just need some sort of confirmation at this point. So maybe a deeper pullback to 2020 key level, resistance formed for us to start coming back down, or a break of the structure here. As you can see, I've put this trend line in, like I said, just to visually show us that structure there, and then I think we'll have safer sells below 1987. So I do see the potential buys this morning above 2006.5. We did close bullish there on the 4-hour, and then if we are to move bearish this week, that could easily be the top wick being formed for the week for us to then continue on bearish. And we could even respect this level at 2006.5, form resistance here and move on down. I just don't really want to be trading in this range. We've already seen rejections here to start off the day through Asian session. So I'd rather wait for breaks below support, wait for us to break into some cleaner traffic here to the left. And that's that on gold. So GJ is looking really good here. Now, I don't generally take trades on GJ pre-London, but we've got plenty of time here until London open. Still got 2 hours. So that's enough time for me to consider something here on GJ, since we can see this volume coming in. Now, what I would really like to see is a bottom wick coming to retest this previous support level, previous resistance at 166,300. If we can get that bottom wick and then come and break the highs, I believe then we'll have a much higher probability of driving up. I'll also be pretty aggressive with break-even points here on GJ this morning if I do take this pre-London trade. Hey, morning Trav, what's up? How you doing, bro? Good to have you here. I don't know why my streaming software is like overextended. I don't see the chat properly. Okay, that looks better. Morning guys, morning everyone. What's up, Swales? DJ, Retta. Good morning. What's up, Jared? I didn't see you there, sorry, bro. Frederick, what's up? So yeah, in order for me to take a trade pre-London here on GJ, it's really gonna have to tick a lot of boxes for me. So I mean, this is the setup that I was looking for, and we've got a lot of volume. Now, if we don't get that bottom wick to 166.300 as I would like, and you know what that would look like on the lower time frames is really a retest of that level. So essentially I'm waiting for a retest here on something like a 5 minute. But I would take the trade on the break of previous hourly highs. So if that bottom wick doesn't form all the way there, I'll at least wait for the 15 minute to close. If we could close, you know, just like a doji candle, then that's fine. We can look to get in on the next 15. If we break the highs now, this is probably a setup I would normally take and just have stops below the previous 30-minute candle. But I'm really not in a rush here. Like I said, I don't normally take trades on GJ pre-London. I don't enjoy it. Taken plenty of trades on GJ pre-London before and had plenty of winners as well. But also got burnt a couple times and learned that, you know, we do get those pullbacks often at London Open. And you know what, if we are not seeing that initial retest now, we could even see us retesting 166.300 at London Open to set up for better bars. So I'm not in a rush here. Obviously, higher time frame makes sense, perfect sense for GJ to move up. The yen index here, we can see overall higher time frame here, the yen is very much bearish. We have had a pullback through late last year and then early this year, just showing signs of buyers buying pressure stepping out here, failing to create new highs, basically a double top. And we're seeing that bearish momentum come back in here with less demand in the yen as a safe haven asset and the dovish Bank of Japan holding more weight. So let's see if we had taken that bar out there on the break of the highs, you know, let's see what would have happened. Call that a paper trade. Just keep that in the back of our minds here. Right now, I would be waiting for a retest. And this is just personal preference, you know. Like I said, that's a setup I would normally take, but timing is extremely important to me. And even if we do just see a whole lot of volume coming in here, there's still opportunities for buys above 166.750. So not in a rush at all. Pretty volatile right now as well. So we got no news this morning, so just looking to follow the price action. We've got GBP CPI on Wednesday. And we got GBP retail sales on Friday, which will also, these events will both give us clues to what the Bank of England will do at their next interest rate meeting you know, if this data allows, they will probably raise rates at the next meeting. Their CPI, they are expecting improvements. Even if we do see those improvements, numbers are still extremely high here. This is inflation, so this is still high inflation. And they'll still need to do something about that. So if they are looking to raise rates in the near future, as we've seen in the past, that will generally bring strength to the respective currency. Versus the yen, for instance, which is keeping their rates in the negative, not raising rates. And you know, that's why on a macro perspective, you're bullish on GJ. Because when everything else is faded out, that's what's holding the most weight. So right now, there's not too much going on. And as you can see, that macro bias of the different banks and their different monetary policies is holding the most weight. Morning, guys. Morning, everybody. What's up, Rob? So we did get a little bit of a push up here on GJ. This area right here may be troublesome around 166,500. So we'll see how we react there. Maybe get a pullback to retest that previous resistance and then get the pars at London Open. Right now, volume is just dead on gold. So yeah, gold, I'll just mark that up as a no trade range. Reason I say potential buys above here is just because for now, I think that these may be short-term buys. I think it's going to take a lot for gold to revisit the highs here. I think we'll need to see some new fears coming into the market, new fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But a retest of this area, you know, there were lots of reactions through this area last week. And then we could potentially hop into the sells from areas like that. Maybe even all the way up to 2031 before coming down. Hey, what's up, Kenton? Morning. Yeah, oh, good, Rob. Shot, bro. Mr. Lion. I'm really not sure how to pronounce your name, bro. Teo, Tyre, Tar. I don't know. But I know it means lion. Thank you for joining again. Appreciate it. GJ really just motoring up here. Guys, I'm gonna go make some coffee quick. This can be a waiting game this morning. Doesn't really look like gold is doing much research in here. GJ, on the other hand, doing the most, but I'd like to see that pullback. To be honest, I had already made coffee. It was just cold. I had to put it in the microwave. Hey, what's up, Ned? Mr. Ned. USD JPY? What about it? You're more than welcome to send a chart to the Discord. The link is in the video description. So yeah, if you can send your chart, send your analysis to the Discord, then I can have a look for you. Makes life easier for the both of us, as it's not a trade that I actually look at. I mean, not a pair that I look at or trade. I don't know if you guys know that meme where you, like, there's that cartoon guy with a stick, and he's like, "Come on, do something." Kind of like that with gold right now, but you know, we don't always see this pre-session volume. When we do, it tends to be really, really nice, clean moves. But clearly, gold has other objectives today. Move, gold. Come on. I really like these early trades, you know, we get in and out, and nice quick day on the chart. You trade gold and GJ only? Yes, I do. So I posted a Monster Money strategy video. The link is in the video description. You guys can go and have a look at that. It is on the Patreon, but I've made it public so that everybody can go and watch it. So I did that yesterday, and I did put a little bit of research into it, and actually turns out you would call us market specialists. And you focus on one pair or one or two pairs. So I'm actually a specialist in gold and GJ. Go and check that out. Like I said, link is in the video description. Also, just created a newsletter, a Monster Money Trading newsletter. So it will include breakdowns. I know not everyone joins the Discord or has a look at the Discord breakdowns, but I do send the weekly breakdowns in those emails with a little bit more detail, with key events to look for the week ahead, why those events are so important, and also doing psychology reminders to keep you guys fresh, keep you guys on top of your game in the coming week. So go and check that out. It's free to subscribe. It's an email newsletter, so you'll get an email every Sunday. I've actually pinned that link in the chat as well, but it is also in the video description. Like I say, it's free. You'll only get one email a week, and it's going to be super insightful, so check that out. Specialist of catching these pips. Exactly. No worries, Nico, no worries. Whenever as, what's up? So you can see we've tapped into this area at about 166,500. Yeah, on GJ, potential rejection zone. I don't know what you guys have against microwave coffee. If your coffee's cold, put it in the microwave. Better than drinking cold coffee. Make new coffee. Man, what? What a waste. I'm not a woman. You know what women do? They leave this much coffee at the bottom of their cup and they don't drink it. You must drink every last sip of your coffee. Don't waste. I've seen countless women do it. Mom, stepmom, gran, girlfriend. I don't know what it is. Coffee tasted like cheese. Nah. Coffee tastes fine, bro. If anything, it would taste like chicken and rice, but nah, it tastes pretty good. So yeah, that initial push was great. But I mean, you pushed like 11 pips and you've kind of run out of steam now. So I think it would have been okay to just miss out on that little push and wait here. I could easily see us getting a pullback at London to retest 166,300. And then potentially look for a position from there. Jared, would you like to play a game of chess? Can you do it online? Uh, Fucking South Africa, bro. Yo. Con, how about gold sells below 2003 and TP at 2000? Nah, I mean, look at the hourly. I get that 2003 is quite a interesting level looking to the left. Rejections there, support there, resistance, rejections. But looking at the most recent price action, I mean, on the 30-minute, you've got maybe 20 pips. Hourly, you've got absolutely no range. Selling into this rejection, I really don't like the idea. You know, if we tap 2006 one more time, get a rejection or a nice resistance form there, and you can see that bearish momentum coming in, then you could look at taking sells off of this resistance as like a double top kind of formation. You know, it's definitely an idea I would have probably looked at in the past, but as per the way my strategy has, you know, evolved, this is really an area I would stay out of. Really would stay out of. Would not be interested in that at all. Bars above 2008. I see what you're talking about. Obviously, that high right there. Personally, I look at the candle bodies. So as you can see, our resistance here is at 2006.5. As long as you're getting a closure below or closure above there, and you can see this volume coming in. In fact, yeah, so I'm on the lookout for the bars here above this level, 2006.5. Kind of like the impulse entry ideas initially, but volume was just so dead. So let's see if a 15-minute candle can close above this level. And then I'm game for those bars. If you're wanting to get more of an idea of how I'm marking up my levels, why I'm marking up the levels where I am, and the kind of candle closures I'm looking for, go and have a look at that strategy video in the video description. Like I said, it's on the Patreon, but I've made it public so that everybody can watch it. I know obviously the guys who are in here regularly have a very good idea of the strategy and how it works, but you know, if you're newer, or even if you have been here for a while, there's anything you're uncertain of, that could clear up a lot of questions and also help you to potentially find something in there that works for you as well. just sit here, please. When volume comes in like this, it comes in. When it comes to impulse entries on gold, I like it in and around this time on the new 4-hour candle close, and we had that previous 4-hour closing bullish with signs of rejection to the downside. Wasn't the cleanest, but I think in this instance I'm just going to wait for a closure above this resistance. So if this 15-minute could close above here, give us some entry opportunities, and that'll be great. Hey, what's up, Glacius FX? So just to show you guys, like, you know, emotions are a thing in trading. I'm itching to have power stops on the peak of these highs here. But I've told myself that it's gonna be better to wait here. And it's like, you know, when it comes to fear, for instance, just as a like an analogy, when it comes to fear or courage, when you're doing something scary, you're going to feel fear, but courage is doing it anyway. So when it comes to discipline, it's not to say that you won't feel the temptations, but discipline is doing the right thing anyway, saying no to those temptations. So fighting demons here, you know. There's some people who think maybe like because, oh, this guy's streaming live, he's like, obviously knows his shit, which I do believe I do, but maybe that I don't deal with emotions or temptations. You know, I'm feeling tempted right now, but I know what the right thing to do is, and I'm gonna wait. Even GJ here, missed out on that initial buy idea, but you know, like I say, the timing, I didn't really like the timing, and now we're seeing rejections to that 166,500 level. Could get that pullback to 166,300 and set up for better buys at London Open. So far nothing here this morning, but things are looking like they could be lining up really nicely. I'll have a look at it now. I don't know what that's about. Wondering what? So we had a nice little push up here into this resistance area. Nothing really came from it. The 15 minutes may even close back below resistance. And then I would just be waiting on the hourly candle close to see if we can close above there. I wanted to play a game of chess, but I see the volume came in there for a second on gold. So if we could close above here on the 15, we could have potential trade opportunities, otherwise waiting for the hour. Or we could even reject this level, you know, and then start to move back bearish. Like I say, I'm very much on board with sells this week. I think we are entering a deeper pullback phase, but you don't want to rush into the sells. Right now we are still respecting the higher time frame bullish structure. So if we cleaner sells, I think breaks below 1987 will be really nice for us, yeah. To take sells off of this level will be extremely aggressive. $15-minute candle here about to close. Looks like it's coming back bullish. Yeah, looks good. So with the way this 15 is about to close, I am looking to have buy stops on the break of the highs at 2008. So accounting for spread, let's call it 2008.25. And then stop loss below the previous 30-minute candle for about 45 pips. Don't worry, not going to take a full 45 pip stop, but it's there in a logical place below structure. Yeah, that's potential bars above. I haven't done the bar stop yet. Yeah, it does. Bar stop at 2008.25. Stop loss below the previous 30-minute candle at 2003.6. Right. So anticipating this pre-London volume on the break of these highs here to continue moving up to 2013.8. And potentially even up to 2020. So as soon as you break these highs to the left here, I should be in. And I'm in. So bar stops have been activated here at 2008.25. Stop loss below the previous 30-minute candle at 2003.6. Anticipating London, pre-London volume to drive us up to 2013.75. With a TP at 2020. That initial target will be my break-even point as well. So break-even point at 2013.75. Fucking lovely. What can I say? Monster Money strategy video is in the chat there. Go and have a look. Shit, that's actually mad when you put it like that. Just looking at the targets here and that. Yeah, I mean, chat, nothing wrong with going break even now. Thing is, if you go break even, you do probably want to secure partials here. So yeah, I'm gonna move stops to break even and secure 50% right here. Didn't realize we are actually in quite a bit of profit there. So I do believe that we have plenty of range to move up, but just coming into the last 10 minutes of the hourly candle and after seeing such a nice strong move, I don't want to risk getting caught in that pullback. You know, that was a easy 30 pips. Like ridiculous. Like it just gave it to us. It was like taking candy from a baby. So, you know, take your candy, be happy, enjoy it, don't get greedy. So secured partials here at 2011. So it was about 30 pips. Poor babies. Guys are a bunch of thieves. Taking all their candy. Should be ashamed of yourselves. Made 6% on that trade. That's crazy. Holy shit. Hold on, bro. GJ, definitely. Oh shit. Jared and Nico are muted here. Sorry, you guys have been muted the whole time. Do you know that?
Really?
Yeah.
Nah,
It's
see how it
because
is. Come
at the
Jared will
end
leave
of
it.
every stream, like I turn the audio off so that the end screen can run and we can chat shit in the background. So then
I
when
see.
I start the new stream, I sometimes forget to put it back on.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Jared, send the link. Jared, it's mandatory now. After every W spam, you have to send the link, okay?
No, but that was such a quick trade, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is real nice. That's how we started the streams a bit earlier now. And that hour earlier flipped this morning, I was like, shit, it's really early. But you know, it's gonna pay off. These are the kind of moves we see on gold pre-London. And like I say, it's generally at the opening of the new 4-hour candle. So perfect. Amazing trade, nice, very quick and easy, no drawdown whatsoever. Perfect way to start the week. Let's see if we can carry this momentum through. Obviously, you know, it took some discipline here. I told you guys that I was itching to just place the buy stops there. But I think waiting for that 15-minute close,
Sorry.
you know, was a good idea there. So absolutely lovely. And then GJ, you know, that setup was there earlier on as well. And I said, no, it's just not for me.
GJ doing GJ things. Yeah.
GJ doing GJ things. Gotta be careful with this one. She's a freaky one. Yo, man, I like gold. GJ is like my side bitch. You know, hit her up when gold's giving you a hard time. Other than that, nah, leave the bitch. Don't speak to her at all. You know what I mean?
Makes sense, yeah, I get it.
Pay her no attention. She's a bit crazy as well.
Fucking Sarko, but yeah. Just read your Zoom chat there. Robert's got something he wants to tell you. Ah, Connor.
Nah, GJ's a dog. Really. I like having two pairs. I really do. Gives you some options, and I would never have any more than two pairs. And I don't think I would choose anything else but GJ. But it's not always the cleanest, you know, when there's no real like strong fundamentals in play, or you're not really kicking back into that higher time frame trend. You just see nonsense like this. I mean, since Wednesday last week, you've been ranging. Obviously, there's been opportunities as day traders, or if you're scalping, to take advantage of this 100 pip range. But look at the majority of this movement. Ugly, 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 ugly. It's just dog shit, really. Ugly. You're very ugly. GJ. But when GJ moves, it moves. You know, you can also go back on GJ and mark up all the nice clean moves. Sometimes we focus on the flaws in the people closest to us, but forget that, you know, they also have some really great traits. You know, so sometimes we do get some nice clean moves here. But you got to be patient to actually get these moves. I know that this was a move we caught in one of the streams and actually let that run to 166. You know, and that was all we needed from GJ. I don't think I took another trade for the next week, because look at that. So if you can be patient and stick around, you know, to catch the moves like this and avoid the moves like this, you know, it can be a great pair.
Our last 10 trades have been all on gold. And then there was one on GJ. The last GJ trade we took was on the 4th of the 4th.
The 4th of the 4th. Was
Yeah.
that in... Oh yeah, that
was a
in...
yeah, an in-session trade.
That
For
was actually
65
that
pips.
trade, I think.
Yeah,
That was that trade.
yeah, literally.
How wild is this? This is the last trade I've taken on GJ. Right here, this far. For about 65 pips. Since then, it's just been like super choppy. You know, you had some sell-offs here with the yen sometimes seeing demand coming in as a safe haven with some of the headlines, but overall being faded out, moving back bullish, and then just like super choppy. Timing is bad, ranging. So over the last 2 weeks, there's been no clean movement here except that one move really that, you know, we caught here on the stream. Not no clean movement, but I mean, for me, that was the only tradable opportunity in the times that I trade. Other than that, you know, just staying out. But staying out is the hard part. I understand that. Getting off.
Yeah, I'm heading off. I closed full on 2012, so yeah.
Easy. Good stuff. Nice trade though.
Yeah, solid shot for the trade con.
Okay, cool.
I
Check
was
it.
looking at the same thing. I almost got triggered in a bit earlier than you. When it started pushing up there,
Yeah.
it almost put me in because I had my bar stop there already. And then came back. Luckily, it didn't trigger me in because I had it above spread, obviously. So yeah, but then it came back, and then obviously with that initial push, I did get slipped a bit, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, no stress.
All right, shoot. Yeah,
Check
shot
it,
for the
check it.
trade. Thank you.
No
Sure,
worries.
Jared.
Yes, Nicky, check it.
So your moral of the story here on GJ is really to stay out of these choppy conditions. You know, that's the first step in preserving capital. When conditions are not optimal, just stay out. If you're trying to trade in ranging markets or when things are choppy, there's no clear direction, you're just going to find yourself burning through capital. So, you know, that's one thing that we've been practicing heavily on GJ, is when things are choppy, we just stay out. You know, look at that. Last 2 weeks, the whole month, the whole quarter, taken one trade on GJ. And it was a banger. And other than that, it's just been really choppy. Now imagine you were just trading GJ, let's say that was the only pair you traded, and you'd been trying to take a trade every single day. I think it would have been pretty tough. I really do. And I think if you were forcing trades on days like this, you would just be burning through capital. Days like this, you'd really just hurt yourself. You'd hurt your account, hurt your psychology. It's not just about capital preservation, but mental preservation. You know, if you take too many losses doing stupid things, it's going to carry through to your next trade, to your next day. So you need to protect your energy.
This is coming in hot to that 13.75.
It's looking good. I think at 13.75, I'll just secure another 25% and leave a runner to 2020 TP. You know, this is very nice, clean traffic here looking left. But you are going to start to run into some consolidation there.
Just miss Forex charts is shouting at you.
Are you still holding your runners? Yes, I'm still holding 50% here. 50% of my initial position. But I have my stop loss at break even, so this is a risk-free trade. And as much as I want to believe we're going to come up to 2020, you know, looking at some of these clean moves before, where we do move all the way up to that level, and you know, again with that CPI news, even here you've got clean moves in this area, even at this clean move down, you know, showing us that this range is quite a solid range for us to move from 2020 to like 2005, 2006. But also looking here, you know, we formed resistance here and we saw sell-offs. This was also a support. So I think it's very sensible to secure a little bit more at this level, and then just, you know, we can then at that point be stress-free and leave that run up to 2020. Just contemplating if I should have left the full position to run to 2020, but I think it's best to just secure out a little bit more at 2013. You know, that was a very nice clean trade. Great way to start the week. Currently up about 50 pips.
Oh no, that trade came in hot to it. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to secure another 25% right here. So at about 2013, so call it 48 pips. And then just leaving the runners to run here to 2020. Right, guys, so not much more to do. Very nice start to the week. You know, if you had a look at the breakdown sent to the Discord or the newsletter, we had these bars planned above 2006.5. Overall, I'm still looking for, you know, potentially some deeper pullbacks here on gold through the week. But we need to understand that on the higher time frames, you're still bullish and we're still respecting bullish structure. I just think it would really take a lot for gold to see us move all the way back up to retest the highs. But you know, we could be setting up order flow for the rest of the week where we move into a level like 2020, you know, where a more ideal price level for those sellers to step in before then moving bearish. Like I said, I think it's going to take a lot for gold to move back up to 2050. I think you'll need to see some really bad data for the dollar through the week or some reactive headlines, you know, such as war tensions. There's also this Marburg virus outbreak. I don't know if there's any headlines here, but there's a virus outbreak in Africa, like East Africa or Northern Africa. I also touched on that in the newsletter, but you know, I did say that it's not really going to hold much weight unless it does spread or spread internationally. But you know, just something to keep an eye on. Something like that could bring fears to the markets if you do start to get cases internationally. And you know, something like that could maybe bring more bullish movement to gold. But I think for now, sitting at these key significant higher time frame highs, you know, looking left, 2050 is a significant all-time high there, basically. So I could easily see pullbacks, deeper pullbacks through the week. You know, maybe this analysis will paint a clear picture where, you know, we are trending bullish here for some time and then had that, you know, what's that, 1,500 pullback. So who's to say that we couldn't come all the way down to 1,900? So yeah, this is all touched on in the newsletter. no new fee are being brought to the table, so we're seeing buyers taking profit at the highs. Banking scares have been priced in, although still lingering. You know, any headline about a bank collapsing could instantly bring fear to the market. And with like Credit Suisse, we saw, you know, like 400 pip moves from those headlines. So those headlines could change the whole scene very quickly. But for now, this is the case. We also have a 78% chance. We also have a 78% chance of seeing the Feds raise rates at the next FOMC meeting in May, as per the CME Fed Watch tool. Let's see here. You know, these are very interesting things to look at if you're trading anything to do with the dollar, or anything at all, as the dollar is the world reserve currency. She's 83% chance, so it's actually gone up. So there's a very high probability they raise rates at the next FOMC meeting. And, you know, as we've seen in the past, that generally brings strength to the dollar. So we could easily see that pullback leading up to the FOMC meeting. And when the news eventually comes out, then to start moving back bullish here on gold. Unless we get some more fears coming in from whatever headlines. There's so much going on, so many things that could happen. We can't really plan for those things, but we can plan with the information that we've got, which is this. So anyway, could be an interesting rest of the week, rest of the month. You know, with these kind of positions, I'm not always going to stick around to see the entire move play out. I've secured the majority of my position here at 48 pips, and I've got my TP set at 2020 flat. And then stop loss is of course at break even here at the entry, so it's a risk-free trade. Even if it comes against me now, that runner will just be stopped out at break even. So like I said, I'm not going to sit here and watch this. There's really no point. And then GJ, you are getting a nice retest of that 166-300 level as planned for. So that could be something to keep an eye out for moving into London Open. Ideally, if I were looking for buys here, you know, maybe seeing a bullish engulfing hourly candle. So if we could close above 166-400 on the hourly candle there at London Open, I would expect to see some nice moves to the upside, pulling that wick and potentially moving on to 166-750. But one trade, very nice. I'm not looking for anything more here this morning. Pretty happy with that. So thank you for joining, guys. Let me not waste any more of your time. Well, I hope I wasn't wasting your time. I'm sure there's something to take away. But anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Good game, Con. Thank you.
Cheers.